there a car repair or oil change that was especially heartbreaking for you? Because I had mine this weekend. It's why 101, Adam and Allison. I've been calling this my $1,200 oil change because that was the price that I walked out with. And it was so extra heartbreaking to me because I did have a feeling that something was going to need to be done with my '08 Toyota Camry. And the brakes were a little squeaky. Yeah. And I had gotten my oil changed probably like 10 years ago one time, and I had to replace my brakes on my old car. So I was prepared to spend about $500 because that's how much it was 10 years ago to get new brakes on my car at the time.
And everything costs the same amount it did a decade ago. Your rent, your groceries, your car repairs.
Okay, I understand. I didn't think the brakes would go up. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why.
The brakes are immune from inflation. Nobody in the brake business is trying to make any money.
I don't know why I thought that would be the case, but I remember thinking how awful it was like 10 years ago whenever I got brakes because I wasn't, that smart with my money then. Not that I'm super smart now, but I didn't make as much as I do now. So I just thought, I was so proud of myself on Friday afternoon because I dropped my car off where I dropped it off to get the oil changed. And I said, hey, could you check out the brakes? Just, check in on them. And I was so proud of myself. I was like, I'm going to be able to drop $500 on some new brakes and not even feel it. I'm like, that is a sign that I am financially maturing. This is a good sign. Then I get a call Saturday morning. They're like, hey, man, sure enough, the brakes need to be replaced. I was like, yeah, how much? And they were like, well, they both need to be replaced front and back, so it'll be $489. And I'm like, yes, I'm good for the front, and then the same price for the back.
Yep.
So now I'm back to where I was whenever I was 24 years old buying brakes and oh, well, this sucks. Now I'm going to have to I'm not going to save as much this month as I was wanting to because I had to pay this big repair bill. So it made it that much worse because I was so proud of myself for being oh, I'm going to get new brakes. Look at me, big baller over here. Yeah. I can just get new brakes. No, you can't. You could if it was still 2015. That would be okay.
It's so funny to me still that you're inflation surely is not touched car repairs at all. Obviously, It's going to be the same price. Nobody there needs to make any money. It's fine.
So what was your most demoralizing oil change or car repair? Did it just break your heart? 601-995-1017. Maybe you can make me feel a bit better.
So mine was demoralizing because it was just embarrassing. I made a mistake. I assumed something, and I made a fool of myself.
Okay. Eric texted and said, I was going to text and tell you that's a ridiculous price for brakes, but according to ChatGPT, that's a fair price. Apparently, I'm stuck in the old days also, and it's specifically car parts that I forget about inflation for because I only have to get I only get tires probably once every 5 to 10 years. So it's going to the next time I get tires because I just did that a couple years ago. Couldn't believe that was $400. It's going to be $1,000 for tires.
Yeah.
Next time I get them. Can't wait for that. 601-995-1017. Most heartbreaking car repair, most heartbreaking oil change. Allison, you said that you had one that was heartbreaking, not because it wasn't expected, as much as you were just feeling stupid about yourself?
Well, I embarrassed myself. All of it was heartbreaking because, okay, I was taking a late night road trip one night, and unfortunately there were some raccoons in the middle of the roadway, and I hit them, and it was really, really upsetting, but it also affected my front bumper to where that needed to be completely replaced. And that was a really long process to get the parts in and whatever. So finally I pick up my car from the shop and I'm driving around, and next thing you know, there's something in the middle of the road, and so I hit that, and almost the same issue happens again after I'd already spent this money and whatever else to get my car fixed. Really upset, but then I was like, I could just tow it right back to the place that fixed it. That shouldn't be a problem. They were they wouldn't accept my car, and then I felt like I couldn't have them fix it because I was so embarrassed. that I just was like, oh, just send it back to the car repair place. They'll know what to do.
That's funny. Kevin texted us and said it paid $2,300 to get the AC fixed. I had no choice because doing Uber in the summer in Mississippi without AC, not a great idea. Silver lining, he could use it as a write-off on his taxes, but it still hurt.
Silver lining that you have the ability to go, wow, I'm really only getting this AC done for my customers as an Uber driver, because like I would not be a happy camper if my AC went out in my car in the middle of summer.
Yeah, that would stink. Absolutely. And our bud Adam is here to tell us a story. How are you doing, Adam?
Man, not much. I'm going to make you feel a lot better, okay?
Okay.
I just dropped $9,800 on a transmission.
$9,800 on a transmission. Oh, yuck.
Then turned around and busted out another $800 for tie rod ends and front end stuff.
Oh. See, but Adam, you sound like the kind of guy that could maybe do some of this yourself. I am not that guy. I can't even change my own oil. Was there a chance you could do some of the work for the new transmission and whatever the other thing you said was?
So I actually know the transmission because it's a diesel. I have no idea about diesels. I've always worked on gas burners, but now the front end, I did all of it this weekend and finished it up yesterday evening. So
dang.
I saved a little bit.
and just for future reference, Adam, how would you do with brakes? Like, would you be able to replace some brakes on a 2008 Toyota Camry?
Oh, definitely. Replaced the brakes on this daggum F-250 about 2 months ago.
Daggum. All right. Well, next time I need brakes, Adam, I'm calling you.
Come on, brother.
Thank you for the call. We appreciate you. And real quick, Ashley texted us. My bachelorette trip, I was so busy packing and everything else, I forgot to check the oil and everything before leaving for the trip, and my car broke down halfway there due to driving on low to no oil. Can't be a cheap fix there. You might have to replace the whole engine. Gee whiz. Yeah, that's not fun. Also, a broken down car on a road trip is awful because it's like, what do I do? I gotta fix it. I'm not gonna buy a new car in the middle of nowhere.
And it wasn't just a trip. It was her bachelorette trip.
Oh, wow.
Adam and Allison in the morning.